So last question. When I go out, tell us who you are.
This is monk Youssef or Joseph, one of St. Matthew monks.
Tell us what you are.
I'm the deputy and secretary of our bishop, the head of the monastery, and for the whole parish, St. Matthew parish. I'm in charge and responsible of the business of the monastery inside and outside the monastery, and looking after the relationship between the monastery and other church, and the connection between the priests of the parish and our bishop.
Tell us your most intense moment in the past.
My intense moment in the past, that's I born and grew up in Mosul city, in spite of being in origin from a near village to the monastery called Bahzani, but I never lived there. All my life before I came to the monastery was in Mosul city. I grew up there. I finished my study there until I came to the monastery.
Tell us your most important moment in the past.
The most important moment in the past was divided between the happy moment and the sad moment. The happy moment, of course, was when I finished my study. I entered the university. I finished my study in the university, became engineer. And the other moment was a sad moment, most of them, because we live in very difficult situation in whole Iraq. Begin since 1980, when we see the first Gulf War between Iraq and Iran, and it will take about 8 years until it finished. And after that, on 1990, Iraq entered Kuwait country and occupied everything there. So there is another or a second Gulf War on 1991, which is between Iraq and the Coalition Force by the leadership of America. This war corrupt and damaged everything, the basic service in Iraq, it's like water, electricity, in all the manner and field. With that, there is a severe embargo for all the people in Iraq. So everyone suffer, but the migration of our people begin since that time and decrease daily until we reach 2003, when our government collapsed and the Coalition Force entered Iraq by the leadership of America and the Great British and France and others, who they occupied everything, and the things begin to become worse day after day, especially for the minorities, just like Christian, Yazidi, who are suffering so much. As an example, as I said before, that all these events began to appear on 2004, as living in Mosul city, as many Christian family who suffered there. On 2006, after I finished my seminary study, they killed my big brother there, and that's the nature for all the Christian there. Many young people killed there. So most of the people, the Christian people of Mosul city, they flee to another region like Nineveh Plain, and that's what my family do. They flee to Nineveh Plain and staying there until 2014. After that, the most difficult thing for our community happened on June 9, 2014, when ISIS gangs entered and occupied Mosul city. Most of our community in Mosul city, the rest of them who's existing there, they flee from them home because already they know what does ISIS do for everyone. So there is a panic case. Most of them flee to Nineveh Plain, to KRG cities. Here in the monastery, we accept more than 65 families, spending with us about 2 months until 6 August, when ISIS gangs attack Nineveh Plain. So my family, my community, all our believers, those family who's existing here in the monastery, all of them, they flee to KRG cities and villages and stay there until this moment.
Describe your current situation and how you feel.
Our current situation is so difficult because we see that maybe in a few hours we left everything, our home, our jobs, everything. We just escape with our own clothes from our region, our city, our villages, and that's continuous more than 2 years now. Everyone left his history, his region, and suffer so much, especially with the difficult economical situation here in Iraq. And the most problem things that we lose the hope, maybe in return, because most of our people, they ask and demand with a guarantee for them returns to them homes, so that the same events not happen again in the future. Most of our people, they ask for an international guarantee, international protection from any attack in the future, and that's the demand of other minorities also. We can't be safe or feeling safe if we can join to the safe place in Iraq, which is KRG. That maybe will be a suitable and accepted solution in the future. For that, we are waiting to see what would happen in the next period of time. Is there a certain solution? Is there a certain or a real wish to make us stay here or to leave? So our message for the whole world, for the international will, that if you want us to stay here in our country, our region, so please support us to doing that. And if you're not, if you don't care about being here, if there is a plan to empty the whole Middle East from the Christian, please, in this case, help us to live with our safety, with our members. Don't let us suffering so much. Even from the last 2 years, many of our people, they left Iraq. Our number before 2003 was more than 1.5 million. Now we are not exceed more than 200,000. Most hundred or thousands of our family, they are spread in Turkey, in Lebanon, in Jordan, waiting for a chance for more than 2 or 3 years to leave to a new country, to construct a new life for maybe them child, the next generation. Thank you.
Now take a look in the mirror and imagine your future. Don't say what you see, just keep it to yourself.